Is ChatGPT Pro worth $20 a month? Let's put him to the test and find out.
Okay, so let's look at a use case starting with ChatGPT 3.5, which is the free version. So if I enter this little prompt, I just copied it and pasted it to make it easier, and I said, write a blog post about how Webflow is better than WordPress. This is something specific to me. You would then test this with something specific to you. But I build websites in Webflow. I don't build them in WordPress anymore. So I say, from the perspective of Kingside, name of my company, a website agency focusing on custom websites and AI automation. So within 3.5, let's just send this and let's see how it goes. It comes out with a title that says Elevating Website Development, Why Kingside Prefers Webflow Over WordPress. Has this little intro paragraph. One looks like 6 sections, and a conclusion. So this blog post would likely get most people started. So let's take the same prompt and let's throw it into GPT-4, which is the model that you get with the Pro version, and let's see what the difference is there. Okay, so first thing right off the bat is we notice that this is all kind of the same text style. This is actually putting this in a proper heading format. So this is a header 1 tag. This looks like it's probably a header 2, and so on and so forth. So if you copy and paste this into your blog, it'll be more in line with proper heading hierarchy. So that's interesting. It looks like the content is relatively similar. Streamline workflow for faster development, where this one said just efficiency in development, but this one actually wrote like a more wordy headline that's probably a little bit more fun to read than like efficiency in development. So we've seen 3.5 and 4, which most people think is the only difference between the free and pro version. But really the biggest impact that's you're going to get from updating is this Explore GPTs. OpenAI, the company that makes ChatGPT, created like this app marketplace. It's not really like an app marketplace because you don't have to pay for any of these, but you get the ability to create your own custom version of the model. Now, it's not a custom model, but if I were to come back into ChatGPT 4, if you just copy and paste something simple in there, it's going to do the best it can, but the more you give these models, the better they'll perform. So I gave it a little bit more information. I said, hey, act as a copywriter. Imagine you're a copywriter. And I could have done more, and you can go online and you can find bigger prompts that will like pre-prompt the model and say, hey, there's the foundation of ChatGPT. That's great. I want you to act as a copywriter. I want you to act as a lawyer. I want you to act as this. And it starts to like fine tune the model a little bit, so you're going to get more consistent results out of it. And this is a field called like prompt engineering, or which is like a flamboyant way to say just like learning how to ask the right question. However, when we go into custom GPTs, we can click on this writing tab, and there's all of these custom GPTs that people have created, and it just shortcuts a lot of this pre-prompting. Where now let's try this one that says fully SEO optimized article including FAQs. So if we click on this, it'll show that we have 1,000 ratings, 100,000 conversations with this one bot, a 4.2 rating. So let's hit start. And let's take the same prompt that we had in the other two. Again, this is 3.5. This was 4, even with a little extra prompting. But if we just, without changing anything, get access to this custom GPT and click send for this fully SEO optimized article including FAQs custom GPT, we see that it'll start to produce something far better than the other two. So the first thing that we notice is that it includes an SEO meta description, which the others didn't include that at all. That's great. This is perfect. This is great for SEO. So we know that we can just copy and paste this into the meta description. It'll rank higher than the others. And it starts with an outline. I didn't prompt it to do that. I didn't say start with an outline. The person that made this custom GPT added this functionality into it and said we should start with an outline. Then it says, all right, now that we've got the outline done, it starts to write the whole blog post. If you plan on being in business and being in the workforce in the next 5 to 10 years, you're probably going to bump up against this more and more. And so there is value in learning how to engage with these prompts. There's value in learning how to pre-prompt and get more out of the responses. However, if you're just trying to like get started and use this in your day-to-day, it saves a lot of time to just, take this. This actually did a terrible job of rewriting this. But I would just copy this, go to more ChatGPTs, go to writing, and I would try another one. So we can try Write for Me, which is one that I use a lot, 25,000 ratings, a million conversations. It usually does a pretty good job. And I would say write a detailed article based on this outline. And then I would just copy and paste it in here. And this will probably do a better job. So to summarize, if you are looking to learn how to better engage with ChatGPT or these kinds of large language models, I recommend learning how to prompt. If you don't have the time for that, then if you pay for the paid version, you get access to all of this right away. And if you've got law questions, there's a law one. If you've got Excel questions, there's a big Excel one. If you want to write Python code, there's one on Python code. If you have things on SEO, there's SEO ones. If you want to like optimize your LinkedIn profile, there's one specifically for writing LinkedIn posts. So if you aren't trying to learn how to engage with this, cut that out and just pay for Pro and get access to this huge library of custom GPTs. All right, this is a little bit longer than I planned on, but let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.